This is the Vancouver2010.com vodcast, your window into the Vancouver 2010 Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games.
12canada.
Canada
welcomes you to the 2010
Winter
Olympic Games.
Just in time for Canada Day, we asked some of Canada's best Olympic hopefuls to share their views on being Canadian.
What's unique to Canada is the amazing amount of things to do outside. It's so much fun to get out there, even on the rainy days. We love to receive the world to Canada. We love to learn from all different types of cultures. And also, we wear toques, we don't wear ski hats.
On a deux langages officiels au Canada, on a le français et l'anglais. Principalement au Québec, on parle français, puis dans quelques régions du Canada, et en anglais aussi, on intègre les deux très bien au Canada.
A is something that goes at the end of a sentence that it's kind of just added on after. So it's just a normal conversation like, how was that hockey game, eh?
It's, I don't know, it's very multi-ethnical, and it's a very nice place to see.
I know some people who are always like, oh, I can tell you're Canadian. So I don't know what it is. I think we carry ourselves proudly but humbly at the same time.
Comes down to, like, I'm a Canadian Olympian, so for me to be a Canadian means representing my country with pride and being proud of where I come from.
And we're very respected. People like us a lot. You know, you get smiles, you're, oh, you're from Canada. And it's like, you're so friendly, and that's so fun. You know, conservative country, but at the same time, I guess it's kind of interesting that we take the mandate to be the #1 country at the Olympics.
As a Canadian, we're told that we say sorry too much, and that we say it oddly. I guess they think we say it sorry.
We usually have Canada flags all over our jackets and our backpacks and stuff because we're always pretty proud to be Canadian, especially overseas.
I think when you wear Maple Leaf on the other side of the world, people recognize that, and they're happy to see you, and I'm always happy to be wearing it.
Well, I don't know what the feeling is, but I know, like, when I leave Canada and I'm gone away from Canada for a while and I finally get back into Canada, it's like such a huge relief. You know, it's like, wow, I'm home. Like, I love this country. I'm so glad to be back. And I think everybody feels that, you know. It's you realize how amazing it is here once you leave.
Make sure you come for at least 2 months.
We have a very big country.
If somebody's coming to Canada for the first time, they have a lot they have to see and a lot they have to do.
We have the eastern sea provinces where you can eat very good seafood, like New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, that are very beautiful places to visit.
For me, I have to go surfing in Halifax.
And then you have Quebec, you have Gaspésie, where it's also on the seaboard. It's really nice. You have Quebec City, which is kind of a little Europe. The oldest city in North America.
You have to go to Montreal. It's a must. So many amazing restaurants, so much energy in that city. It's just incredible.
Ce que je préfère, c'est le temps des sucres. Quand on va à la cabane à sucre, manger la tire sur la neige, le sirop d'érable. C'est vraiment quelque chose qu'on a de spécial ici au Canada. Puis n'importe qui vient de l'extérieur, faut vraiment qu'il essaie ça.
You have the prairies, where it's just, you know, endless fields.
You have to see the beautiful sunsets in the prairies and all that open road, open land.
And then you go a little bit further over, and then, you know, where I grew up in northern Alberta, sort of in the plains and in the forest.
You have to go and ski in Banff. You have to go ski in Jasper, Marmot Basin.
After that, you stretch out through the west, and it's like the western feel is like cowboy hats and cowboy boots, football and stuff like that. You know, it's pretty cool too.
On the west coast, we have the ocean. It's great. You go to Tofino, you can surf. Come over into the Rockies, and you're in the Rocky Mountains. Everyone knows about the Rocky Mountains.
If you're visiting Canada, here's what I recommend doing: is getting a beaver tail in Ottawa.
And then you can get Nutella, like chocolate sauce. You could get sugar or lemon or whatever. It's just a big dough, flat thing, but it's good. It's like one big, huge, flat donut.
If you come to Canada, you would definitely have to stop by Sudbury, Ontario, and check out the Big Nickel and their underground mine.
My mom's Norwegian, and we have lots of family who've come over to visit over the years, and they do the tour of Ontario, Niagara Falls, and, you know, all the attractions, the wineries in Ontario. And on the way home from one of these trips, one of my relatives asked if they could just swing by Banff on the way home. swinging by Banff would take like, an extra 4 days or something like that. And just kind of a good example of how big and wonderful and how diverse our country is and how many things you can see.
We have to kind of remember that each anthem is very emotional for every national who will hear it. And I know that when we played 12canada, we obviously invest that with all the tradition and so forth that we've come to expect from a VSO performance of 12canada. But the other ones we're learning as we go along. And there are some real gems in here.
And what's in the back of your mind when you're recording this? Are you thinking about the athletes or the spectators who are going to hear it?
Well, one definitely thinks about that. The spectators, the athletes arriving in the Olympic Village, hearing each one of their anthems as they open up the room they're going to sleep in, where they're going to be basing themselves during the games. Plus, of course, that feeling of elation when you're on the podium and the gold medal is yours. It must be an incredible feeling, and we want to be able to play each anthem for each gold medalist with as great elan and energy as we possibly can.
When you first step up the podium and you see the flag and you know they're going to play the Canadian anthem, it's a really memorable moment and you really never want to forget that.
For information on Canada's games and how we're sharing the experience from coast to coast, go to Vancouver2010.com.